Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer is a Lifestyle. So today I want to give you a June's update on all the challenges that I am involved in. Now by the end of this month, a few of them will kind of fall off because some of them are due this month. So I'm going to start with Priscilla's Make Scrap Yarn Challenge. So this is a year-long challenge. I love that. I love that because I think we get so many projects that we're involved in. This gives you a lot of time. Now this is a Make Scrap Yarn Challenge. This is where we turn our yarn into another kind of yarn weight and make something out of it. I've done I am making an oversized tote bag with it. Now I have like 3 different versions of a scrap, what I consider scraps. Okay, so I put them in the 3 different categories. One is the first scrap is what I consider like an unfinished skein. It could be half a skein, it could be 3/4 of a skein, but it's not a full skein anymore. I use all that scrap. I usually use for hats. That's perfect for hats. It's just the right amount. Or a lot of times I will use it to make granny squares. I like to make granny square blankets with different multiple colors. There's plenty in there to do a couple of rows. Same thing with when you're doing corner and a corner. Those are really good for that. So I use those up for that. Then I have what I consider scraps that are like ball size, small balls, you know. This is actually my yarn that I've been making, my chain link for my scrap yarn challenge. I like to use those for this particular scrap yarn challenge because there's enough of it that I can actually do maybe a row or 2 for my tote to give it some color, you know. So I have been working on that. I have been using those. I cleaned up my totes. I've been kind of organizing things a little better, so kind of in the FIFO, you know, first in, first out. So I am using a lot of the yarn as the oldest yarn first, or, you know, the oldest yarn that I've had. Not that it's oldest by any, you know, brand or anything. So I'm using that concept. I've kind of arranged my totes, and I found a whole bunch of balls like this, so I separated them. And this one is actually yellow. I don't know if you can tell. And so I've been chain linking them into a ball. And as soon as I get a large ball, I'm going to continue, you know, with my tote bag. So this is where I'm at with that. The other scrap that I've been, on my 3rd category of scraps, are those little bitty scraps, you know. And I've been saving those for my Frankenstein squares blanket. If you remember from my 12 cast-ons, I am making a granny square, Frankenstein granny square blanket for downstairs. And I've been using those because I kind of want my granny squares not to be a solid color. I want them to be different colors. So all the tiny ones, this is like the last one I made. I'm really happy with this one too. That's going to be added to my collection. So that's where I am with my scrap yarn challenge right now. I have all year. Right now I'm just gathering the scraps and making the chain link. And I really like working with this. I find that I'm enjoying this project quite a lot, and I'm planning on doing more things with the chain link. Like, I've discovered something I'm really liking right now. So that's where I am at with my scrap yarn challenge. So let's go on to something else. Let's talk about my 12 cast-ons. Now, I'm choosing to do this next, comment on that, because I have done absolutely nothing with the 12 cast-ons. Usually by now, I have made at least a couple of them. I have not touched them. Every single thing I've casted on, I've loved, and I want to finish. And which kind of is going to tie in with my Scorched Earth update. So I have Angela from Yarn and Yarns, you know, has started this 12 cast-ons. She is the creator of that, and I've been participating for the last 2 years. This year she has also done like a grand drawing that if you have done 12 and every every 3 months, if you post, let her know what you finished, she puts you in a drawing. Well, I have missed already the first 3 months. I did not do anything. This next drawing will be the end of June here, and I better get at least crack on and make something so I can be entered in. She is actually, her prizes are actually really beautiful hanks of yarn, and also that would be a great thing to win. She has some great prizes that have been donated by other dyers and fiber spinners and all of that. So that's where I am with 12 cast-ons. Absolutely nothing has been done. It's still sitting. I did take them all and put them in the tote because it was sitting in a basket. It was overflowing on my floor. So that, nothing has been done. On my movie and stitch, I just did my letter H, which I am far behind, only because I stopped working on that because when I was doing my Terry challenge with Terry for the month. So I concentrated on that instead of doing the movie and stitch, because I am making homeless mats, and I was not counting that as yardage for yarn. So I just finished the letter H. I will be watching with my daughter my iMovie today. Hey, keep me in mind, because this is going to be a real tearjerker. This is my daughter's choice for the letter I. I'm not going to tell you now. You'll know when I come out with it. And I'm also going to be starting a brand new mat today. So, yeah, but it's going to be a real tearjerker. I don't know how I'm going to handle it. I don't do well with tearjerkers. It affects me. I might not even get a lot of crocheting with the homeless mat, with the Florence. So, now let's go on to, let's do Hat Not Hate. I'll be back with that one. Okay, so my Hat Not Hate. Here is my box, you guys, and it is filling up. There are, 18 hats in here. It is pretty good size. I might have to change the box to a bigger size now because the box is overflowing. So I have 18 finished hats in there. I have also one in progress. I have put this one down. For this one, and this is inside out, so you can't see it. So this is inside out. It is the fishtail hat, fishtail pattern. So, so this is going to be, I guess, the wide brim that you fold, and then you do the fishtail, and it's inside out, so you can't really see. This is the beginning of it. Now, I am finding that I need to, like, literally sit down and watch this tutorial because it is that intricate for me. So I stopped working on it because I was working on it actually at work during lunch, and I found that I needed to pay attention more, like see it on the big screens to see what was happening. I am looking forward to this hat being done. So I have 18 finished, one in progress that I have not completed it. I'm going to put it in a bigger bag, in a bigger box. I was hoping to do more than that, so I'm a little disappointed with myself. Like Terry did 60, Neva did, oh Lord, I don't know how many hundreds. Like everybody's doing so much better than I am with that, but I can always continue working even after August when I mail it in for the following year. So I do have lots of blue yarn, so I know. I guess I'm trying to do like different styles and patterns so they're all different, and that's taking me longer, because if I was just going to sit down and do a basic beanie, it would be like nothing for me. But I wanted them all to be different, I guess, to so you wouldn't be bored with all the boring beanie ones. So that's where we are with Hat Not Hate. Now let's see. Oh, my Terry's challenge. So our newest challenge is we had to, for the month of June, which I didn't even start yet. Guys, I'm so mad, but I did pick a pattern out for the yarn where we spun the wheel and it landed on the tank top. So we are using the same yarn, 1200 yards. I am actually going to make something additional with that tank top. I have my pattern picked out. I am going to be starting that within today after the movie, once I'm done with my movie and stitch tonight. And also, I am exploring two things. I cannot decide on what am I going to make for, you know, when the wheel spun and it said make something that you always wanted to make, and it is like mind-boggling me. I'm down to two things I've decided on, but I'm not going to reveal anything until we do our live at the end of the month, and that we will show you our finished projects. Anyway, on to the next, and that I will be back. Okay. For my 3 blessing challenge, that is going to be ending. Let me tell you how soon this is. Not even going to be till the end of the month. I am going to do a finale within 2 weeks, and I am going to show you the finished products and the packaging, how I put it in those little bags, how I decorated it, what I put in there. I am going to do a finale of it. I have counted that I need a total of 25 shawls to put in there for everyone that I wanted to bless. I have right now about 15 and 1 WIP. So I need to do within the next 2 weeks 10. Now I can do them yet. And so I am pretty close to having them. And mine might even have a little bit more than what I think, but I put them in the laundry. I've been whipping them out like crazy. I could do this pattern, I think, in my sleep now because of them. I don't want to show them to you now because they are an array of colors. I love how this is working out, but I thought I had to the end of the month, but it's going to be ending within 2 weeks. So I will do a finale then with everything, how it will look. And so that will be done and over with. That has used up a lot of my Scorched Earth yarn this month. That has been the main reason, because I have been using up a lot of the DK cakes that I have. So that is mine. 2 weeks and it's done. That's another one that is going to go off the hooks and it's going to be done. I'm going to mark it off as finished. It's exciting, exciting. Now on to another one that's going to fall off this month. Boy, there's a lot of them going to be falling off this month. Is my mood rug with Neva from Manic Mama's Creations. So that is going to be falling off. I'm kind of interested. What is going to be our project for the next 3 months, and you know what mood project she's going to choose. I have listened to all of you. You guys have given me a lot of great advice on what to do with this rug, and I am going to listen to you. Now that I've had time to look at it, I am actually more liking it than I did before. Now I am going to go back a row or two. I'm going to pull it back because I have till the 30th to finish it. I am going to rip out at least 1 row all the way around, because I think that you guys are right that I added extra stitches somewhere, and that's why it was starting to look a little wonky. So I am going to do that, and I'm going to fix that. And then I am actually thinking, you know how I did this row right here, and I did that on the other side too. I'm doing a couple more down the middle, you know, like the different colors. But otherwise, I think I like it. I like the way it looks. And I have to say that our new kitten has taken ownership of this thing. We have had many cats in our lifetime, and we've never had a cat that liked yarn. Like other people's cats would like attack the yarn and balls and play with them and all. Like, we never had a cat that did. This one likes yarn. I mean, I cannot crochet around her, but she has taken ownership of this rug. So I am going to give it to her because she loves it. But I'm going to fix it. I am going to unravel maybe 2 rows. And then I am going to, because I think you guys are right, I added extra stitching somewhere. I picked up an extra stitch here and there, especially on the corners. So I'm going to redo that, and I think it's going to be looking, I kind of like the brightness of it. So that's going to be off the hook also this month, and I'm kind of anxious to see what we're going to be doing next with Neva for the Mood Challenge. Now let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I have one more, but I have to move you guys, so hold on.